Hi guys, if you're going to a picnic and you want to shoot photos and it's a bright and sunny day, take your camera with you, but don't forget your speedlight because you want to overpower the sun. And I explained this in a video what I want to link to above that I did a couple of months ago together with Pedro, and where we gave some examples shooting up on a hill, and you probably saw it anyway. But okay, let's get started. I have to say, before I go ahead, I hadn't had any light modifiers, I hadn't had a light stand, I hadn't had anybody who I would ask to assist me for holding the flash, so I had to rely on my on the ETTL in the flash, and the Canon E580 EX2 did a very good job. It never left me stranded, not one single time since I got it. I have to say that here. So you just have to go with what you have, and you don't make a studio shoot every time that you are somewhere with a camera. So with this nice guy here, I had a very nice conversation about Governor's Island and different kind of cameras. He's more the video guy, and I took this candid while he was eating. Nice blue sky because of the 1/250th of a second. The sky is very nice and blue, and I shot this at f8, and all the images that I show you today are shot at an ISO speed of 100. The next image, same settings, f8, especially because I have two persons here and I wanted to have both in focus. The next one, this is one of my favorites by the way of the shot. Look at the nice clouds and the nice blue sky and the crispiness overall. This one was the first one that I shot a little bit slower with 1/200th of a second. I wanted to let a little bit more ambient light in because I hadn't any sky in the background, but this part of trees in the background could have let more in, but then I would probably have got problems with the harsh light on the lawn in the background. So, and back to images that I took at 1/250th of a second. Could even say that this is my favorite here. Look at the crispiness. You can even see that he just touched his glasses. There's a fingerprint on it. Same thing here. And here, this was a very funny lady. We laughed a lot during the picnic, and again 1/50th of a second f8. Don't going to repeat this now until it's a different camera setting, of course. What you see here is especially how the flash separates the subject a little bit more from the background, what gives it more a three-dimensional look to it. And you really need your flash when you're doing this kind of shots. The next one is shot at f2.8, and you see the much more shallow depth of field in the background. Girl still in discussion with my sister, and this is the first one that I shot at f5.6, and of course the previous one I shot at 2.8, but this one with a shutter speed of 100th of a second. And the reason was the time of the day. It got later and we had to come to an end with our picnic, and the light was going away and I wanted to let more ambient light in, and so I went down with my shutter speed. And you will see in some situations I shouldn't have done that, at least in this one. You see that the sky with 1/50th of a second is totally blown out here. But nonetheless, we have a very nice and crisp shot here. f5, probably not the best aperture to choose. I should have used f8 or f11 to get this guy here. he's set a little bit more in front, better in focus. It's always very good to look critical in your images. So f5.6, they both were in the same focal plane, and you see at 1/50th of a second I let more ambient light in here as well. You see it on this little part with the where the sky comes through, it's blown out. What you also see is the hand movement. So next one, it's shot with 1/50th of a second, f5.6. Next one, people start hugging and saying goodbye to each other again. You see here some movement in the hand and just spot on the eyes. This was at 1/60th of a second and f8, sorry. Weren't all the images from the picnic in Central Park, but most of them. So I hope you liked it, and see you next time. Thanks for watching and have a great day shooting. Goodbye.